From my first year in 2018 when I was just trying to survive my college life to my final year when I have countless memories with my friends, I grew up. I'm Abhijit, a final year medical student, and welcome to my vlog about the last event in my college life, the Med Wizard. We were preparing for this quiz from a month ago, sitting in cafes and libraries and finding the most mind-boggling questions for our participants from the most standard books that we can have. It was a lot of work to do. The day that mitochondria became from the powerhouse of the cell to the ATP synthesis, oxidative phosphorylation, blah blah blah, was a horrible, horrible day. Why are you bringing that up now? And what are you doing here? Nostalgia in the present. Go. Continue your vlog. I have a lot of work to do by sorting these questions, editing them, and making a few new ones, and I have like half an hour to finish it. I can make it. Me and all the quiz members were working hard and framing the questions from the standard book so that no one can raise an offense and we have the best questions possible that are made by us. So, did you really read these standard books? To be honest with you, I haven't finished reading any standard books in final year. I plan to read it, but I don't think I have time for it. I have given many quizzes, but this time I was one of the people who was conducting a quiz, and I really felt the hard work and dedication needed to hold an event of that scale and make it successful. One question done, 2 more to go, I guess. It will be done soon. By the time I was done, my table was a complete mess. Sometimes satisfaction is a messy table and a laptop full of questions. Yes, apple juice tastes like it wants to be an alcohol, but it is too shy. Oh, I thought we were saying random things. Continue. I reached the auditorium for the question sorting and rehearsals before the event. Everyone else was already present and I was fashionably late. Ishwari, who is the president of the quiz club, was already there working hard. Anuj was there setting up the projector for the rehearsal. Meanwhile, others were sorting and editing the presentation. Abhiram Bhau from 16 batch, who is the quiz club alumni and the smartest of us all, was there guiding us about the questions, checking them and telling us how it can be improved. Everyone was brainstorming to make this one quiz most perfect one. This quiz consists of 6 rounds. First of all is connect the dots. Second is emergency scenario. Third is hint sprint. Fourth is clinical jugalbandi, and the fifth is gamble, and last one is rapid fire. The round of gamble was the most interesting one. Anuj was going to host it and we all took our turns to trouble our quiz master during the rehearsal. Bro, what is gambling? Jua? In gambling, as the name suggests, we gamble points. Let's just say you and me are playing this game, and this is a question of first year anatomy. And let's just assume that I am a bit more confident about anatomy than you. And you raised your bid and you say that you are willing to gamble 40 points for it. I say that I am willing to gamble 60 points. So I get that question. If I get the question right, I am going to get 60 points. If I get the question wrong, I am going to lose 30 points. That's how this game works. The trick in this round is to attempt as many right questions as possible. So you get it? Winning Med Wizard is more than just knowledge. It needs a lot of presence of mind and a little gambling skills. It took us till the evening to get done with the whole thing. And still we were not that prepared. I reached back home and made the rules for some of the rounds. That day society had organized a Garba night. So I had no chance of studying at all. The day of Med Wizard is finally here. Just a few last minute changes need to be made that we'll go and do quickly. The screening round starts in 2 hours and we need to be present in like 10-15 minutes to make sure that every organization is alright. To everyone who is attending it, make sure you have fun. It's going to be a great experience for you as well as for me. See ya. The day started as usual. I had some breakfast while watching Haikyuu for motivation. It is one of my favorite anime and it pumps me up with adrenaline whenever I watch it. I got ready for the event with the suit. Do I need a tie? I'm too lazy for that. Now that I'm finally ready, let's get going. This will be the second quiz that I'm part of the organization of, and I'm very glad to be a part of Quiz Club of GMC Nagpur. Thank you. It's honestly too hot for the port, so I changed back, and I'm going to change again in the college after a while. So I changed back into more comfortable clothing and went to the auditorium. Again I got fashionably late and while shooting I almost tripped on the stairs. Others were already there. Hi. Are you excited?
Yes.
Sejal, Anuj, Radhika, Antara and the other juniors from 20 batch were already editing the last minute changes on the presentation. Juniors of 21 batch were very helpful as well. Anuj and me were arranging the stages, so we had to get a few things from the department, and while walking through the corridor we felt the nostalgia hit us because it was almost 3 years since we walked here. Everyone was working hard and it was time to start, but all I could think of was how this was the last event of my college life and how much I will miss these last 4 years. It's about to start in a minute. First was the screening round consisting of 30 questions, from which we were going to sort out 6 top teams who were going to play the final quiz.
Going in correct sequence. Procedure for DMC. A. The cuvette is introduced in the uterine cavity. B. A witty sensation indicating.
The 60 questions were quite tough. As the screening was being conducted, we quickly went and changed into our own coat. Then we had a little photo shoot outside the auditorium. We were back just in the nick of time when the screening was over. Me and Anuj were discussing the answers to the screening round, and there were quite a few queries. But that's how a quiz goes by. We learn, we discuss, we admit that we are wrong, and then we learn something more. As the 6 teams were being sorted by the sorting hat.
Team B. McGonagall. Team D. Hagrid. Team F. Sirius Black. For all men in black. Team A. Dumbledore. Team C. Severus Snape.
The team in the back was still editing the presentation.
We are literally editing the PPT in the last minute.
The last minute changes, it always messes up, but we were ready to get it back and running in time.
First round corrected, not just starting. We did an amazing colonic diverting process.
Time for counseling are volunteers to correct the tips.
This question was found by Anuj.
सब लोग guess कर लेंगे इतना easy हो.
Do you have an answer? The answer is rheumatoid arthritis. We have citrus fruit, lemon, so anti-citrus-related antibodies. Second is the joker showing morning stiffness. Third is not narrowing of joint space as seen in the X-ray. And fourth, inflamed joints involved in rheumatoid arthritis.
The next round was emergency scenario, in which they were given a case and they had to give a proper next step for the management of the patient. The next round was hint split, in which they were given a question and they had to give an answer. If the question was a bit tough, then the team could ask for first hint. If the question was a bit more tougher, then the team would ask for the second hint, and the points would be deducted as such from the question. The round after that was clinical jigalbandi. This was the most fun round that I had ever hosted. In this round, one person gets Broca's aphasia. That means the person can only say yes or a no, and that person gets to pick up a chit and get the disease. Let's just say that I am the person with yes or no, and I get to pick up a chit and I pick up the disease. Then the person in front of me will just ask questions and I'll answer in yes or no, and the person in front of me will have to guess what disease I have. Bro, वीडियोस किधर है उसके? इतना इंटरेस्टिंग राउंड था ना वो, कहाँ पे? Unfortunately, I could not shoot it all because I was on the stage. So, bro, मेरे साथ खेलेगा क्या? Please, एक राउंड. मतलब अभी नहीं, बाद में. तू कंटिन्यू कर. Moving ahead. The next round was gambling.
Points, 69 points to be exact. But unfortunately, we've got Team Lupin. They're willing to lose. Guess करो? नहीं यार. They're willing to lose 80 points for a third year subject.
It was a very, very fun round and Anuj hosted it perfectly. All I could remember was that Harshad Mehta would be very happy if we could witness it. Then came the rapid fire, which came rapidly and went on rapidly.
Mutation and Cowden syndrome, P10. That's correct. IPC section for injury, 44. That's correct.
And we had our winners. Then there was prize distribution and the quiz came to a fitting end. The last event of my college life was done. And to commemorate the day, we went on the terrace and had an amazing photo shoot.
And we are done with the quiz. It was a great organization and I think we did great, isn't it?
Yeah, we did. We absolutely did.
And now it's time for celebration.
The sky was colored in all shades of yellow and orange and pink, and it made the photos even more beautiful. aesthetic, as you may say. We were all done with the quiz and we had a group photo shoot with the team. The nostalgia was hitting everyone, I guess. Of course, in the end, we cleaned the auditorium and gave all the things that we got from the department back to the department. All the while I was thinking, yaar, 4 साल जल्दी बीत गए है ना? No matter what people say of the medical life being tough and hard, I'll miss it. Medical school is not a place for smart people, but it is a place for those who are insane enough to dream of it. Pray for it, work hard for it, live for it. It is for those people who are crazy enough to want the sense of purpose that fuels their veins. If it is insanity, then let it be. For even if it means more sleepless nights, more examinations to pass, more years in the university, and more sacrifices to endure, nothing will change. I will still keep on choosing this path again and again, even for 100 more days and 1,000 more years. And nothing in this world can stop me from taking this adventure as worth living as this. Even for 1,000,000 more lifetimes, I still want to be a medical student. Without more nostalgia, I think it is time to end this video. This is Abhijit signing out.